e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy-Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Knight takes e4, captures the e4 pawn, and places the knight in the center of the board where it controls many important squares. Rook e1 activates the rook and attacks the knight on e4. Knight d6 retreats the knight to a central square that attacks the bishop on b5 and controls the e4 and c4 squares. Knight takes e5 captures the e5 pawn, centralizes the knight, and attacks the knight on c6. This stops the opponent from being able to win a queen by revealing a check and attacking a piece at the same time. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This wins a pawn. Takes back. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This prepares the bishop for development. White develops the knight and attacks the center. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. That's fine. Very precise. The bishop finds a new active square. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. This allows the knight to control more squares. Black's knight has moved to a square with greater activity and control. Right on target. One more piece joins the action. With the rook now developed as well, White has all pieces ready for action. One more piece joins the action. This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is a fair move. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen. This blocks an attack on a queen. This moves the bishop to safety. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This kicks a bishop. This moves the bishop to safety. This is the strongest option. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. This threatens to checkmate the king. This stops the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This allows the opponent to kick a knight. This misses an opportunity to kick a knight. Takes back. Very precise. This misses a better way to recapture a piece. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is an equal trade. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Takes back. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This permits the opponent to eventually win a pawn. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to eventually win a pawn. Right on target. This is the only good move. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack, putting the piece on a blockade square. This is the strongest option. Very precise. Right on target. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This is the strongest option. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Very precise. Right on target. This is a nice tactic found in time trouble, winning a bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This is the strongest option. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Very precise. This steps away from the checking queen. Right on target. This defends the attacked pawn. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the queen. The game ended in a draw by repetition.